Para senior head instructor.
Para senior head instructor.
Bow to advanced and intermediate. Right, let's get started. Get this way, Dean. 100 jumping jacks.
Water break.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, I got a headache. Sorry, y'all.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Pre-corona.
11,
I point
12,
out.
13,
As soon as one of them
14,
gets a drink
15,
of water,
16,
water,
17,
water,
18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25,
I need to get to know
27,
them.
28,
Yeah, I would never happen with these two, but I have had various problems with them.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69,
And you said you're both out.
71, 72, 74,
You usually have a lot on Monday or Tuesday, but
77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88,
I like that.
89, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. Yes, sir.
Bye, Naomi.
Begin.
1, 2,
Oh my gosh, you've been working with them on push-ups, haven't you? Yes, sir.
4, 7,
With a broken arm?
6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
On the back for 52.
Yes, sir.
First set of 500.
Oh, bad.
Begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1,
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Second set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5 set, 6 set, 7 set, 8 set, 9 set, 10 set, 11 set, 12 set, 13 set, 14 set, 15 set, 16 set, 17 set, 18 set, 19 set, 20 set, 1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5 set, 6 set, 7 set, 8 set, 9 set, 30 set.
Last set.
Yes, sir.
Begin.
1 set, 2 set, 3 set, 4 set, 5 set, 6 set, 7 set, 8 set, 9 set, 10 set, 11 set, 12 set, 13 set, 14 set, 15 set, 16 set, 17 set, 18 set, 19 set, 20 set, 1 set, 2 set, 4 set, 5 set, 6 set, 7 set, 8 set, 9 set, 30 set.
Sit up.
Yes,
Feet straight
sir.
out in front. Reach up. Spin forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. 11, sir. 12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bend one leg in.
Yes, sir.
Reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes.
Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir.
8,
Grab the toes.
9, sir.
Pull the toes
10,
back.
sir.
Pull the toes
11,
back.
sir. 12, sir. 13, sir.
14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir. Switch and reach up. Bend forward, touch your toes. 1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
11, sir.
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir. 15, sir. 16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir.
2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. Bottom of the feet together.
Yes, sir.
Bend forward, touch your nose to your toes, or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir. 3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir. 7, sir. 8, sir. 9, sir. 10, sir.
11, sir.
12, sir. 13, sir. 14, sir.
15, sir.
16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir.
1, sir. 2, sir.
3, sir. 4, sir. 5, sir. 6, sir.
7, sir.
8, sir. 9, sir. 30, sir. A seated angle, legs wide apart. Lift yourself up and turn to your right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
back to center, seated angle, legs wide apart. Palms up, back straight. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir, 11, sir, 12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir, 16, sir,
17, sir.
18, sir, 19, sir, 20, sir, 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Feet to one side.
Yes, sir.
Reach to the other side.
Yes, sir.
Reach to both sides. Touch your head to the floor or as far as you can go.
Yes, sir.
You have to go as wide as you were. That's good. You gotta go as wide as you can. You gotta pull the toes back like this. So the reason we don't curve the foot like this is because if you only stretch like this, then you're only stretching one part of your hamstring. And there's a mid and an outer part that you have to stretch. So when you pull the toes back, pull them straight back, all the toes. Try not to let the foot curve one way or the other. All right, grab your toes. Keep the legs straight at the knees. 1, sir, 2, sir, 3, sir,
4, sir.
5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 10, sir,
11, sir.
12, sir, 13, sir, 14, sir, 15, sir,
16, sir. 17, sir. 18, sir. 19, sir. 20, sir. 1, sir.
2, sir, 3, sir, 4, sir, 5, sir, 6, sir, 7, sir, 8, sir, 9, sir, 30, sir. Last stretch, feet straight out in front. Bend one leg back and then back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Switch.
Yes, sir. Sir.
And stand up. Twist it out, do the additional stretches.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
we have been working on our crane section of the 108. We reviewed our tiger section last week, just to make sure we still had it, and that we know where we are in the form, because tiger comes right before crane, right? So that move that we do at the end, that return horse to the stable, is the very last move of tiger. Hard and soft crane walking begins crane, okay? So, we're going to review crane. Not that you need to review crane to learn it. Y'all aren't learning it anymore. Y'all know crane for the most part. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
for the most part. Ian might still be learning it a little bit, but y'all know it for the most part. What you're focusing on, if you know it, which is mainly Madeline and Eric, y'all need to be sure to start emphasizing either A, some of the details, or B, being very consistent in something, right? Of course, you're consistent in your effort, but now I want you to be consistent in one thing. So pick one stance and make sure your bow stances throughout crane are all correct. Or make sure your cross stances are all correct. Or make sure your cat stances are all correct. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So choose one thing to focus on, either one detail or one thing that you can change consistently throughout the whole form. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Maddie, I want you to work with Eric first, just first, because y'all are highest ranked. I want y'all to work on those things together. And then Aiden and Ian, I want y'all to help each other. If you know it all of crane, I want you to lead first. And then Ian, I want you to give it a try. And after you give it a try once or twice, I want Aiden to try it one more time. Okay? So it's good to practice with someone same rank as you, maybe different skill set, but same rank. So come over here, y'all start. And highest rank is gonna lead it first. Okay, 5 animals. 5 animals loop. All right, y'all keep going.
Setting on hand in place. One finger left, question. Cleaning, punching. Fits for the sleep. Hard and soft. Walking. Setting on hand in place. One finger left, question. Cleaning, punching. Fits for the sleep. Clean, packing. Revive, only clean, stand forward. Flying clean. Only clean, stand on the left. Only clean. Only clean. Captures, shrimp. All to remember last piece. Flying clean. Only clean, stand on the left. Clean. Captures, shrimp. Clean, head. Neighborhood. Clean, head, punching. Clean, head, punching.
Dragon with its tail.
Still. Monk summons close.
Monk summons from the floor.
And the dragon shoots tiger.
Tiger.
5 animals salute.
Salute.
2 tigers head to toe.
Attention, stand. Stand up. 5 animal salute.
5 animals salute.
2 tigers at this point.
2 tigers head to toe.
Hard and soft.
Soft.
And walking.
Clean walking.
Second arm, hand and waist.
Sitting on hand and waist.
One finger at the clutch.
One finger ask the question.
Hunting.
Clean with punching.
Fist and sleep.
Fist for the sleep.
Hard and soft.
Hard and soft.
And walking.
Clean walking.
Setting arm, hand and waist.
Sitting on hand and waist.
One finger at the clutch.
One finger ask the question.
Hunting.
Clean with punching.
Fist and sleep.
Fist for the sleep.
Okay. Peck.
A clean. Pecking.
Good eye. The crane.
Move on. The clean.
Flying crane.
Flying clean.
And you crane stand on the left.
Like the clean stand on the left.
And you crane. Capture shrimp.
Yeah. Clear. On the clean. Capture the shrimp.
Flying crane.
Flying clean.
And crane stand on the left.
On the clean stand on the left.
And you crane. Capture shrimp.
On the clean. Capture the shrimp.
You say punching.
Clean said punching.
And say punching.
Clean said punching.
Dragon with its tail.
Dragon lips its tail. stand on one leg.
Hungry crane stands on one leg.
Hungry crane. Capture shrimp.
Hungry crane captures shrimp.
Crane's head punching.
Crane's head punching.
Crane's head punching.
Crane's head punching.
Dragon lifts its tail.
Dragon with its tail.
Monk summons corpse.
Monk summons a corpse.
Tame the tiger, shooting tiger.
Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger. Salute. Here's our brother.
What do you have in mind that you're focused on?
I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on getting the moves right and the stand.
Okay.
Just all right.
Same as that, it's just I'm focusing on the one move. Crane captures shrimp.
Okay.
Then I'm having trouble doing the entire motion, like sweeping my object X off my foot.
Gotcha. So the best thing you can do for yourself, I'm gonna sit down and show you. Because the best thing you can do for yourself is to make sure that your leg can be bent when you kick, by the way. So the leg isn't completely straight. Because we all know that our legs are longer than our arms, right? So if I'm not bending forward to try to stretch, I'm not gonna reach it. So the first thing you can do is when you kick, the knee is bent and it's a crane kick, so it's like a crane front kick. So you see the crane front kick is laid by the knee, and then see how the knee is above the toe, and then the toe comes. Does that make sense? So when you reach back opposite, and when you come forward, it can come a little bit, and make sure your wrist kind of goes over your toe like this. So try to get the wrist, and then over the toe. Does that make sense? So get the wrist to go over the toe, and that'll help. Move a little back.
And some stance.
Yes, ma'am.
Stand tall. Then we'll flip.
Salute.
2 seconds head to trail.
The tiger feathers well.
Hard and soft.
Hard and soft.
And walking.
Crane walking.
Descend arm, hand and waist.
Sending arm, hands and waist.
One finger up to question.
One finger after question.
And punching.
Crane punching.
Take to the sleeve.
Gets to the sleeve.
Hard and soft.
Oh,
it's soft.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Crane walking.
Crane walking.
Sending arm, hand and waist.
Sending arm, hands and waist.
One finger up to
One
question.
finger after question.
Oh, sorry. And punching.
Crane punching.
Main thing for these is
That's
to
what you should do. With the sleeve.
get back to towards you.
Crane. Pecking.
Crane
This
punching.
way, hopefully people
About
don't
it.
get
The
too hard.
crane.
Crane.
Because it will, put the holes in.
Flying crane.
Fine crane.
Crane crane.
Crane sending arm and leg.
Hungry crane.
You know, I watched,
Capture
no, I
shrimp.
forgot that.
Crane.
Cozy.
Capturing shrimp.
Yeah, because like, we had it set up quick.
Crane.
Yeah, you better move, yeah. Only the,
Only crane
yeah,
sends arm
do
and
that.
leg.
Hungry crane.
But
Capture
yeah,
shrimp.
so that's good. These guys, I think, are on
Crane
the way.
said punching.
Crane said punching.
Start using them.
Crane said punching.
Crane said punching.
Oh, yeah.
Dragon.
No, but not all. We just
Dragon
like-
tail.
Monk. Summons.
Also,
Monk
I
summons
don't know where
corpse.
our goal is. Like, let's say you
Tame the tiger,
use
shoot the tiger.
Tame the tiger, shoot the tiger.
you're like, really.
5 and a salute.
5 animals salute.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
2 tigers have the drill.
So, and even though these are the same height, like exactly the same, for the slope.
No, he's not. He's not.
But, you know, I've been hitting it and.
A little bit, and then tiger, and then follow it into the crane.
No.
Five animals salute.
Yeah.
5 and a salute.
2 tigers have the drill.
2 tigers.
But, you know, they like it. So, with that, we use it to figure out like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Hard and soft. Crane walking.
Stop. Crane
It's
walking.
maybe the case in this
Sending
spot.
arm, hand and waist.
I just
Crane
want
arm.
to find that
One
out.
finger after question.
Finger
And then
question.
the only time I bolt it.
Crane punching.
Crane and punching.
Right.
Wait.
It's to the sleeve.
Just like that, it's good to have some.
Hard and soft.
Hard. Stop.
Oh, I'll try and
Crane walking.
We're going to try tiger and walking.
Sending arm, hand and waist.
Setting my hand and waist.
One finger after question.
T.
Really?
Bow to your partner. And take a break. Good job.
I don't think we did 15.
You didn't have to do 15, but y'all like to ask me how many sometimes. It's really not, there's no number, you just gotta go.
Yes, sir. You ain't gotta keep
But it's
one.
easier for the brain to have a number, so if you are practicing on your own, or if I say, all right, go practice, then you always know the magical number is what? Who remembers that magical number?
99,
No,
69,
no,
420.
no, it's nowhere near those numbers.
On five?
5, right, 5 or 10, 5 or 10 increments is always good.
Yes, sir.
And if you're in crunch time, then 3s, go 3s.
I think we're finished for the place. I think we're done with the place.
Almost, for the most part. It's looking how it's gonna look.
No, like, official staff cook yet over there.
No, I don't know if he's gonna do that over there or not. He may or may not. He hasn't decided if he's gonna hire stuff or not.
So it looks good now that there
It
is
does look
not a giant pile of stuff.
Exactly.
I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of the stuff, but whatever works, you know.
All right, y'all come on back out.
Sir,
And we have to work on some of our new kicks, right? Some of the kicks we've been working on. So we like to do advanced kicks as well as beginner kicks. The reason we do beginner kicks is because it makes the advanced kicks better, right?
Yes, sir.
So the better you understand a beginner kick, the more likely you are to do an advanced kick well. Does that make sense? All right. In addition, when you practice the advanced kicks, still keep practicing the beginner stuff. Still come to basics and still show that you have what it takes, right? It should improve, right? So you shouldn't look the same way you did during a front punch or basic training class during green sash as you do when you are a red sash. It should look a little different, right? Now, Aiden and Ian. So on this one, y'all are gonna switch partners a couple times, but for now, Maddie, your first partner's gonna be Ian. I want you to help him out with some of these things. And Aiden, your first partner's gonna be Eric. Now, the kick that we worked on last class was what? Who remembers?
We worked on.
The front, no, offensive side.
The defensive.
We did the defensive front kick.
Yes.
We did the offensive side kick the day before.
Oh,
So we're gonna do the defensive front kick. That means we're just standing. This leg doesn't move. We don't step up. That's offensive, right? So I stand still. Somebody's bothering me. I have to defend myself. I'm gonna lift, and press really quickly. Does that make sense?
yes,
The
sir.
goal is to push forward. Your partner should feel like they moved away a little bit. Not yet. Not yet. For now, we're doing it on the focus mitt. So make sure you're hitting the same spot every time. Lift, press, pull back. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't lift, kick, and then drop. So make sure if you kick, you gotta pull it back. Okay, bow to your partner and give it a try.
You're going.
Okay, so you want to make first. You probably.
This one, so I don't hit that.
You're not gonna get it. You want to do it from the.
Go ahead, give it a try. Y'all get started.
What's something you did? What's something you did?
Keep the elbows in, keep the elbows on the body, keep the fist by the cheeks. Try to lean straight back.
Imagine if you get used to this.
Keep the fist by the cheeks. Right? So it's hard to do both, right? You can't go like this that fast, so you gotta keep it in tight. If you keep it in tight, it doesn't matter where it is, it won't hit your face or your ribs. So keep those elbows in tight. A little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Yeah, it's advanced class, so.
I was supposed to bring my bracelet,
So lift, push, and
forgot.
pull it back.
As long as I survive the push-ups, I think I'm fine.
That's better, pretty fist to the cheeks. Yank the foot back once you kick. Keep this foot up. That's all.
Especially put it on my left hand so I don't break it.
Naturally. Elbows by and fist by the cheeks. Elbows in, by the ribs. Fist by the cheeks, elbows by the ribs. There you go. Good balance. Yep. Fist by the cheeks, elbows by the ribs. In like this. Yep, like that. Mhm.
I'm glad I'm not in the hand of that. That was the thing.
You want to get kicked in that front?
No.
Alright, you like to draw, you want to keep that front hand up. Remember, don't step up. It's defense. Scoot up as close as you need to be, and then keep that back foot still, and keep the back foot still. Oh, you giving away your kick? Don't move your back foot at all. Yep. Yep. Very good to smack that cheek over there. I'm just saying, you know. Fist fight, even if you kick really well, a lot of people that fist fight can still hit you. So if you miss that kick, he's coming across at that jaw for sure. Keep that front hand up. Oh, it just keeps going down. I'm gonna start smacking you. Keep that hand up, keep this one up. Yeah. Because you can kick hard without yanking your hand down. Yanking your hand down doesn't make you kick harder, it makes it feel like you kick harder.
That's no big time.
Keep that front hand up, keep that elbows in.
I don't know. If they try to do a really long throw combo, then go for the face and strike the lip.
I'm gonna hit you in the ribs.
Is it higher? No, thank you.
There you go. Elbows in. Fists up.
I can also see the move, so I can tell when
That's
it's
good.
gonna happen.
Go ahead. Oh, keep it up. There you go. That's better. Go.
I'm back in jab in the wicked.
That's exactly what was about to happen.
Oh god. It's just so bad.
All right, you can see it happen. You can see it coming. Make sure you switch. With the ball of the foot. Don't step up. Separate the feet. Step forward the foot with the kicking leg. And stay there. Don't move the back leg. Oh, don't step up. What you're doing is somebody's in your face talking mess and they don't know that you know how to fight. And so they're
Do it in my
gonna.
face, you just go like,
No.
strike the nuts.
No.
And then you just call in nuclear bombs to take them out.
No. So realistically, practically, if someone's here and they're bothering you and you feel like they're coming to a unsafe distance, if you feel like you're in danger, you can throw that leg out there. It's best if they don't know it's coming. So as soon as if I step back like this and I bring my hands up, even if they're fist or palm, as soon as I step back, they're gonna put their guard up because this is technically a guard of sorts. Does that make sense? So as soon as I do this, what do you think he thinks I'm gonna do?
Kick.
They think you're gonna kick, right? Because you've gotten closer to them, and nobody gets closer to someone like this unless they plan on kicking you. Because people don't walk like this. Not everybody, unless there's something wrong with you, right? So nobody's gonna be like, oh hey, we're having an altercation. I'm gonna inch towards you. So as soon as you step up, they like, oh, he's probably gonna do something different, punch or something. So if you're standing and you're like, hey man, I really don't want any trouble, and he gets closer and you're like, hey man, I really don't want any trouble, hold it down.
Then you call it out.
Right? And you're like, hey man, I really don't want any trouble. You can even back up a little bit. I really don't want any trouble. And you keep your feet where you know you're balanced. And then as soon as you jump, and then you go,
That would hurt.
and then you can start punching on them.
No.
For self-defense only though. Okay, go. Go practice.
No, it's just like, no, put it
Try to
up.
keep your elbows in
But
closer.
it was so.
Yeah, as close as you can, closer than that.
It's just like, boy, I
Yes.
haven't seen you in so long.
And then same thing, elbows in, just don't shrug your shoulders. relax your shoulders, keep your fist by your cheeks. There you go.
I don't think
Hmm?
drawing has ever felt so proud.
Yes. Good.
Like every chance you got.
Don't step up to it. Don't step up to it. Put the right foot forward first. Put the right foot forward. And then stand just like that, and then you're just gonna snap from there. Get a little closer. So I was about to say, half of those suck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay.
That's it.
I want all of them to be good. Don't
He
take it
just
off.
puts
Put it
it,
back.
he just puts it too high, so I like can't reach it.
Then tell them where to put it.
Put it lower.
So if this is where you want to kick, then that's about your stomach height. That's appropriate, right? So you can stand.
That would make sense more as well if they don't know it's coming, because then it would knock the air out of them.
Ah. Does that make sense? I really like my ridge, my front hand. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kick you once. Boom! Oh, try to take the head off.
If there's anything I've learned from PTA, punch someone on the clown, just
And then if you miss your ridge hand, right? Kick, miss.
and then you tell you I'm normally bothered, you know.
And it hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my leg is giving out. Right?
I thought it was like going to.
I'm gonna hit you in the and just keep punching your leg. And then you try to fight some more, you're like, oh, I can't fight anymore.
No, I'm just imagining like all you're doing is fighting. That's like attacking me. You don't have like two broken legs.
No,
And
no,
then-
no, anymore.
No, it's like, yeah, speak.
Keep it up, keep it forward, keep it forward, keep it forward, keep it forward, put it forward. Yep. The back leg front kick is the one everybody does. Anybody who's, I mean, even people who haven't trained before. If you say kick, 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 kick in the front, they go like this. From the back, because it's super powerful to push off the back, but it's also super telegraphed. If that's what you're gonna do, unless you're extremely fast.
But then, like, I've always had instincts to do like tournaments and stuff. There's like, do a little side kick. If I'm bad at aiming it though all the time.
The side kick.
Yeah, I like do a little side kick.
No, that one tournament, you got the guy, you kept doing it over and over again, you got that guy, like, he got like, all his points were reverse side kicks. Because kicks count for 2 points, not just one. So he kept reverse side kicking this guy, like, literally as soon as they would say fight, he would go, boom, boom. And then he'd stand there and he'd go, and they'd say break, they give him his 2 points, and they go, all right, fight, boom. And he would catch the guy over and over and over again. And he had like,
The other guy would get
the other guy got like 1 or 2 points, I think he got like 6 or 7. And so once there's a 5-point spread, then he won because he kept reverse kick. So his kick count for 2, and the guy was punching, so his count for 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he got there faster than the other guy. So just by turning around and going,
I do it,
The other guy.
and he was Master Gorian's teacher, so it was fun. It's fun, competition.
are there any like dual foot kicks?
Dual foot kicks, like
Yeah, like-
hook,
Like
round.
two?
Yeah, there's hook rounds, like hook,
Like
round,
it's
reverse
like-
side, hook, right? Reverse side, hook, round.
Is there one where you could I mean, not
No,
Oh, you
I mean,
could
not
do like something
I mean, I guess it's
spinning. There's spinning ones where you turn and you spin and you'll make it look like you're doing one kick, but you're really doing another. So if I was spinning this way, I would spin on my feet together, and I would pretend I was gonna kick you with my bottom leg, and instead I would kick you with mine. But I have to be up in the air spinning, and I had to practice that. But yes, there are ways to make it look like you're doing one kick and you're doing a different one.
It'd be cool if like good move was like you got like basically into a handstand, and, like basically made the pose like while they're like fighting or going to rush you, you just go like both feet.
Oh, the jumping. I forgot what that's called. Yeah, well, it's not a side kick, it's both feet. It's like a drop kick. It's like a drop kick or something like that.
I've only drop kicked maybe, so I don't know.
Sure, I want to do that.
Make the toes point straight up. Ian, make them point straight up.
Don't do backwards, we're doing it.
Keep that front hand up.
I feel like it could have like a lot of power though, if there was like a way to conceal it, that like, this one's slightly more forward, that box one. Cause like, that's a lot more powerful than having just like, you know, like,
Well, that's because yours is still going up. You're still feet up. The point is to send your force forward. So like, you see how your toes in like this? It's going like this. It should go forward. So when I lift, I'm not kicking up. I'm not extending my leg to kick up. I'm extending it forward. So I'm pressing like a button. Not even quite. So you're lifting your knee and you're extending your leg. I want you to lift and push out like you're riding a bike, an invisible bike. Come in and push out, like make a circle with your foot. In, push out. In, push out, make a circle.
That'd be a good workout.
It is a good workout, actually. You feel a lot of the leg. So if you come in, the toes, you see how you can see the bottom in the mirror? And then when you go out, and then you come back. Go in, come back. So when you do it, when you kick with that motion, it'll give you that straight line that you're looking for. Which makes a difference between kicking like that really fast and kicking someone really fast. Does that make sense? You'll feel the difference when we kick on the shields next, which is class.
yeah,
The big shield blockers.
the wire shield, you know, you just.
They're called shields, if you know. That's what those big blockers are called.
Oh,
Dave,
Dave.
bow to your partner. Toss your hands up here, and you are life skill. The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles.
The
The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind. A focused mind sees no obstacles.
The path of self-mastery requires a focused mind.
A focused mind sees no obstacles.